Alright, welcome everyone. We're back on top of the world.
That's us. We're back.
We're on top of the world. I'm with the man of the hour, the man with the power too sweet to be sour, the woman spent the men's regard. Darling, you still don't know what's coming yet.
Still know it. And I'm with Moose, who burped just a moment ago.
He is Justin Belanger, by the way. You know, you couldn't tell who the man of the hour is.
Yeah, well, they still don't know what's coming yet, so maybe they didn't know my name.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So we got ourselves a show here today.
Yes. All right. So here's a lot of what we're gonna talk about today is dealing with some asshole in Buffalo decided. Yeah, I'm good. What was it? What did he shoot up? I can't even remember.
I don't really know. All I know is that it was a mass shooting in Buffalo. That's the extent of my knowledge on it. I think it was racially motivated, though.
Yeah, because the guy decided to give a manifesto. He streamed some of like when he started the shooting. He streamed some of it to Twitch. Of course, he got taken off, banned, whatever they did.
Yeah. We won't be streaming any of that on Gopher and Tuk. I'll tell you that much.
You'll never get that on Gopher and Tuk, ladies and gentlemen. It's a nice family-friendly channel where he just drinks if you give them enough subs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the only death that might happen on that channel is me dying from alcohol poisoning. That's it. That's the only death you'll get on there.
That's you only get self-harm on Gopher.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, this asshole releases a manifesto, and the reason he does this is because he believes in great replacement theory. So, do you understand the gist of this idea?
I have never heard of great replacement theory until you mentioned it to me earlier today, or yesterday, I guess.
Well,
so I don't know what it is.
You probably never heard the term, but you get the idea of, conservatives don't like this. The idea is that liberals are trying to replace white people as the majority.
Oh, okay.
Of in any country, because they got people who believe the same thing as in the United Kingdom. So
yeah, I never heard it referred to as that. But yeah, I know of.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Thought.
So white people are gonna become a minority through other races immigrating to their country. So you heard of that, right?
Yeah, I saw you sharing a meme about that recently.
Yeah, and depending on what your definition of white is, it could be true. Like, if you think a white person and a black person, when they have a baby, the baby isn't white, then yeah, white people are gonna fucking become a minority. But that's not how anything works. The problem is, like, a lot of people who like are way into this just have like a very exclusionary idea of what being white is instead of inclusionary. Like, I mean, that baby, that for the example that we just brought up, we would say that baby's black, right?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't that baby also be right?
Obama is considered the first black president.
Yeah, but he was also white.
Not many people call him the first or the 44th white president.
Yeah, absolutely. And but a lot of people don't even, they won't say they'll say he isn't white or whatever. I mean, the thing is, like, with these people, yeah, being white, their idea of whiteness is very exclusionary. Like, Obama can't be white.
Their idea of whiteness is somebody who wouldn't be killed by a cop.
Well, unfortunately, as we'll be given plenty of examples of for the police. Sometimes there's a race thing. I think a lot of the problem is just the power they have over people, and a lot of the time is that these people are going to be black just because of the situation they're in. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Slavery didn't really end till like the freaking 40s. Like, before that, you could just be arrested for being a homosexual, and you could be made to do hard labor for like 3 months or some freaking shit.
Yeah, there's still places in the world where that is the case.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happened to white people, but who do you think a lot of time that happened to? Like,
Not the
and
whites,
this,
not
and
usually.
it not, yeah, and it's not even just for like something as like homosexuality. Like, people get arrested for vagrancy, and you know what that means? That just means like hanging out and not having a job. That's being vagrant.
Yeah.
Like, why is that a crime?
Yeah, it's
Like,
stupid.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I hear for other city councils, the people are gonna say, all right, why don't we arrest people for vagrancy or whatever? It's stupid.
Mm.
So yeah, the idiot decided to shoot up whatever in Buffalo because he believes in this dumb bullshit. Like, and it's true if you give the same definition of whiteness as a Nazi would.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if that's what your idea of being white is, then yeah, it's great replacement theory does work, but I don't think rational people, and I definitely know we don't think like that. So, as far as we can see, the idea is just ridiculous.
Mm.
But for I think for people who normally watch Gopher and Tech for the entertainment part, I mean, we're gonna be talking video games right here and right now, but for kind of a different reason. Because once again, and they're never gonna stop this. Donald Trump even tried to push this idea before that video games causes people to be violent, and that's just
Haven't there been like
I
many
mean,
studies that disprove this?
yeah, there's plenty of information. There's plenty of studies, but they're gonna keep bringing this up because they don't actually want to do anything to solve the problem. They're gonna keep blaming video games because that's the easy scapegoat for them. Because maybe he played uh Candy Crush, so he got it drove him crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They're just making up bullshit to blame, to get the blame off gun manufacturers, to not actually want to provide people free mental health care.
Yeah.
Like, they're just trying to like not do anything at all and just shift the blame so that and the thing is, like, we both know this this is gonna happen again. It's America. There's always these mass shootings.
Yeah, I mean, there was fucking like we got to a point where it was like every week there was like a fucking school shooting.
Well, you know what the problem is? There's like too many video games.
Yeah, too many people out here playing fucking Animal Crossing, and sometimes playing that Animal Crossing, and this fucking little villager next to you is like, "Yo, guy, I don't know about this," and you get so pissed off that you want to go murder people.
Here's what happened. So the guy. Well, the next one will probably like be playing Mario Kart.
Okay, well, Mario Kart could actually make you kill people.
Yeah. He's gonna keep losing, and like all he's gonna get is like one mushroom at the beginning of any race. So he's gonna start shooting over that. Like, man, fuck this game. Oh yeah, fucking sold me this piece of shit game. I can see it now. Yeah. I mean, Mario Kart's gonna cause the next shooting. Then the next one will be like someone who played Shenmue 3 thinking it'd be a fun game.
Yeah, watch out. I live in Texas, so I could get away with it.
Yeah, like I said, I think I don't remember the first time I heard that argument. I never bought into it because I've always been huge into video games. I've started fights before, but it's not just randomly. I've never shot up a place. I've never actually stolen anything substantial. One time I stole a Snickers bar back in middle school. I did do that.
You stole a Snickers bar, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah, fucking, what a piece of shit I am.
Wow.
Fucking
horrible.
Video games.
Terrible. Yeah, you played some of that fucking Tetris, and you were like, oh man, that long piece kind of looks like a Snickers bar. I could go for one of those right now. I don't got any money.
Exactly.
Apparently, there's a new law, a law that's trying to be passed in Texas that could make it illegal for companies like Twitch, like this whole like Twitch shut down the stream of this fucking shooting. This is a law that's being possibly passed in Texas could apparently make it illegal for something like that, like for Twitch to remove a stream like that.
What?
Yeah.
What are you? What the? What? Why? Okay, so they have to like legally show the shooting happening.
Yeah,
like
part of the whole like
alright,
free
guys,
speech
well,
thing somehow. I don't know how
all right,
shooting people.
advertisers, here you go. Here you go, advertisers. Like, you mean we don't think this is great. The people will watch. It's just like Texas is saying we can't. Like, that's the most.
It's apparently a thing
You
that's
know-
supposed to make it illegal for large social media platforms to censor users or their posts based on viewpoint, which apparently could also extend to like showing a mass shooting.
This reminds me of our last point here. Is video games causes all this violence, but like actually having to air this violence, is it gonna cause more violence? Like, what the hell? What is this? What is this world?
What do you think's more likely to make people go out and shoot, like fucking do a mass shooting? Would it be A, playing Call of Duty, or B, watching an actual real life mass shooting on Twitch?
And we have to remember, this is the same. We live in the same world where a whole bunch of kids, a handful of kids, maybe it was less than 20, maybe more. I can't remember had to be hospitalized because they were eating those Tide Pods.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is they wanted their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
So you're telling me no one's like, so Twitch can't legally take off any stream where someone's doing a shooting. So that's just
that's gonna be the new thing. Fucking like next year we're gonna have the mass shooting challenge.
Yeah, the mass shooting challenge. It's just the dumbest goddamn laws. I mean, these people are supposed to be working for us. Not like. I mean, what the hell is this free speech absolutism? Like we agree we're not supposed to say yell fire in a movie theater, but we can stream live shootings now.
It's free speech for all of that, but then the opposite of free speech for video games. Like, video games got to be supremely censored.
That causes violence. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, that does. But people saying fucking harmful things and showing harmful things? Nah, ain't no violence gonna happen from that. Fucking country's a shit show.
Okay. Well, do you have any more comments on the racism, the Fox News hating on video games, Twitch?
It's all
anything
stupid.
else?
It's all stupid. That's my main thing here. It's all stupid. Video games don't cause violence. Stop shooting people. Twitch should not be. It shouldn't be illegal for Twitch to terminate streams that show actual fucking murder. It's all stupid.
Oh, but the big tech nerds are being harmful to conservatives only, which isn't true. But yeah, so we gotta make laws where we could have people live stream shootings. I mean, I think, we all know this. You said this, but it's so ridiculous. I can't help but repeat it.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Like, this country is a caricature of itself ever since fucking Trump. Ever since he got elected, there's been a lot of shit with this country for a long time. But when Trump got elected, it went to a new level of just being a parody of itself.
I don't think it was Trump. I think Matt Hardy got broken, so the country got broken.
Yeah.
It all lines up too, because that happened in 2016 as well.
Yeah. It was fucking
that's my conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Like, it was fucking black people got sick of being killed by cops, so they were like, "Yo, please stop killing us." And then other people were like, "Why you got a problem with cops?" And then that led to fucking all this shit. Like, I strongly believe that if people weren't fucking stupid and didn't think that black people trying not to be killed by cops was some social justice warrior fucking bitch fit over nothing, then Donald Trump wouldn't have been elected. I think like a lot of the people who voted for him were just because they were so anti SJW. So that led to Donald Trump being elected, and then that led to this fucking shit show. And then also, I guess Matt Hardy had a part of it.
Well, I think like out of Trump's voters, I think like maybe not half, but 30 to 40% are the people like, yeah, the fucking anti SJW shit's like what's important to them. I think a big portion of it is just people who vote Republican no matter what. Like, I think that's another 30%, probably the same amount of people. And I think like other people are worried about jobs that probably shouldn't even be jobs anymore because we keep funding them, even though like you know, to compare what the coal industry is I mean, to compare it to something, we couldn't forever have like people making horse buggy whips. I mean, I'm sorry. Sooner or later, there's not gonna be a demand for it, so there's no reason to fund it. I'm not gonna tell people to learn that they should learn how to code, but there's other things people could do other than working in the coal mining industry. I'm sorry, if you put an effort into it, you can do anything else.
But if there's no coal mining industry, how is there going to be a coal miner's glove match?
Well, it's not like we're having a whole bunch anyway. I guess. I mean, it's gonna be over.
Yeah.
It's sad. Sad to say.
Nah. Gotta make some sacrifices,
So now that we're past the political stuff, we'll get into more political stuff here in a few minutes. But I think it's time to play. This is Gopher Tuk is a gaming channel, and it's time to play a game, ladies.
Time to play a game. I called it something in the the timestamps for last week's episode. Let me see real quick. I called it fucking something. Where's the podcast? There's the podcast.
Something. That's not very PG.
Yeah, well. Oh, just call it guess the fake headline. That seems, to the point.
Guess the fake headline.
Yeah.
It's quite the title.
Yeah, it's quite the title.
Guess we need some like intro music or something.
Do. That's music right there. Boom.
All right, so boys and girls, here's how it works. I have 3 headlines for Gopher here.
3.
2 of them are gonna be true. 1's gonna be fake. He's gotta guess the fake one. Alright, yes. Are we ready to go?
We are.
Alright. First one. AEW opens Forbidden Door to IAA Mid-South. All Elite Wrestling has once joined forces with another promotion for a joint pay-per-view. AEW President Tony Khan announced during the taping of AEW Dark that his company will be joining forces with IAA Mid-South. So, the promotion CM Punk came from.
Okay. Well, CM Punk did come from that. He's there, so that might be.
That's the first headline. All right, so here's the second one.
I'm iffy on that one.
Yeah. You're iffy? All right, so here's the second one. Man in Japan gets town's COVID funds by mistake and gambles it away.
Wait, hold on, what was that?
Man in Japan gets town's COVID funds by mistake and gambles it away.
Okay.
The suspect allegedly admitted to spending most of the $360,000 he was accidentally sent and reportedly refused requests to return the money to the town that it was meant for.
Okay. Alright.
And for the third headline,
alright,
Tennessee couple finds stray dog cuddled up next to them in bed.
Yeah, that does happen.
Whose dog is this? Jimmy Johnson asked his wife.
Well, it's their dog now.
Maybe.
Okay, so Tennessee couple finds stray dog cuddled up next to them in bed. Japanese man spends COVID funds and gambles them and loses them. And then AEW opening Forbidden Door to IWA Mid-South. Okay. I'm going to say probably the AEW one just because I didn't hear about it until now. So I feel like I probably would have heard about this.
What?
Yeah, so I'm going to say that's the fake one.
Heard about this? So you've been staying up with all the wrestling news?
AEW news, yeah.
Well, and I tried to clown on him, and you know what? Gopher's right. So now you're 2 for 3 so far.
Again,
So he's got
the
it.
only
That
one I
that
lost. The only one I lost, Brandon was here, and it was me and him together,
that,
so it was all Brandon's fault. I'm undefeated by
that
myself.
that's true. So yeah, no forbidden door open to IAA.
Yet. No, none yet.
None yet.
Mm.
None yet. I think we gotta do the questions because the last one here sort of has to do with the channel. So I feel like we could talk about the channel after this.
Yeah, I feel like that's how we should format this going forward. We do the game, fan mail, and then we do the channel updates, like sort of in the middle of the show. I'll
From
jump
Mohammed, yeah, all jump together. This email is from Mohammed from Lexington, Kentucky. Dear Gopher, I was watching your Bug Snacks video and Tuck is missing. When's he able to come back, and will you continue playing the game with him?
Okay, so fun fact: Tuck is in the other videos on the channel. He's there for Kingdom Hearts and all that, and he'll be back with Kirby, joining me for Kirby again very soon. He was sick. He was sick during our day we were supposed to be recording last week, so I recorded by myself.
Was he physically sick, or are you talking about his mental state?
Probably both. Probably a mixture of both. But as for will we continue it, so I did say in the last episode that I recorded, which is going to go up in a couple days, I think, that we, I said in that episode, if anybody wants me to continue the series, to comment on the episode and say such. If the episode gets at least one comment saying, I want you to continue, or implying that in any variety of words, then I will continue the series, and Brandon will be joining me for the remainder of it. If nobody comments on it saying such a thing, it will not be continued. It's up to you, the viewers. So, Muhammad, if you wanna see more of that game, you'll have to comment on the episode.
Well, he didn't say he was liking it or not. He's just wondering like what the future was, and now that he knows the like what's gonna happen is in your hands now, Muhammad. I mean, that's a lot of power.
A lot of power.
A single man from Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah, single man named Muhammad from Lexington, Kentucky.
All right. This next email's from Mark from Pakistan. Dear Gopher, I'm a new fan who's enjoying your Bug Snacks Let's Play. And we have someone who mentions Kingdom's Heart, so you don't worry. I'm just wondering, why does rain drop but snow falls?
Huh. Well, probably because, like, rain is, like, heavier, so the action of it coming down, it comes down faster, so that gives it more of a falling action, whereas dropping kind of implies it's more of like a gentle thing, which snow does. Maybe that's why the words are as such.
Snow falls and rain. We have dream drops.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. The opposite of whatever I said. The point is, okay, so drops. That implies more of like a faster, heavier thing, whereas falls.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like snow. Yeah, snow doesn't just come immediately down like.
Yeah, it like sort of floats.
Snow sort of does float down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that absolutely does. That explanation does make sense.
Yeah, and then hail just violently fucking shits on your face.
Absolutely. Final email for this week. Albert from Chad. Dear Gopher, I'm a new fan and I've been enjoying your Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. While I've enjoyed the main series, I personally don't feel like getting to all of the strange titles in the series. You know, like Kingdom Hearts, Into the Abyss, negative 8.5, you know, something like that.
What about Kingdom Hearts The Monster Abyss?
Let's see, he continues. Anyway, I'm wondering, why do you think we dream? Do you think they represent our secret? Do you believe dreams represent our secret wishes, like Sigmund Freud did, for example?
I think sometimes I think there are some dreams that are sort of indicative. That's the word, indicative of that. But then there are other
I
ones that are just random bullshit. You know, so
see.
sometimes your brain just puts together whatever mishmash of fuckery that it wants to. But then sometimes
I
it's
think
sort of
the
a
science.
subconscious thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think the scientific community sort of like proved Freud wrong. Like your wishes don't have to be a secret. If you're keeping what you want from people, then yeah, it is a secret wish you're having in your dreams being played out. But like if if it isn't secret, it's not like just because you don't have a secret wish, your mind doesn't look for like a reason or doesn't look like for a secret you're keeping to play out in your mind is what I'm saying.
Hmm. Hmm. Dreams are weird. I don't have them too often.
Um, I think we always dream. That's just I think a lot of time we remember them when we're woken up in a certain period of our sleep or we're still in a dreaming stage. Like if we complete a normal sleep cycle, I think I think it's near impossible, if not impossible, to remember your dreams. But I do like from what I know and what I believe, like if if you have like a 20-minute sleep cycle, or something, or not even that's not even how it works. Like I think a sleep cycle is an hour and a half, and like the first 20 minutes is a certain stage where you fall asleep, and when you're in deep sleep, if you're woken up in the middle of deep sleep, you'll remember your dream because that's where I believe a lot of dreams are dreamt is in deep sleep.
Hmm.
As far as I know, like
Well, I don't have many dreams that I remember. Then apparently, I'll wake up usually and think, that was a dream I was having. Sometimes though, on occasion. According to the in the MCU, and this is a minor spoiler for Doctor Strange 2, minor spoiler for anybody watching. Um, in that, dreams are you sort of getting a window into one of yourself in like a different reality. So you're witnessing an event that's happening in somebody else's in another one of your realities.
man, those are some weird alternate realities. I tell you what.
Nah. Fucking Jeff, during our Dark Souls 2 stream last week, was telling me about a dream that he had. And apparently in that dream, I guess his dog gets out a lot. So like in the dream, there was something about his dog getting out and his dad chasing him, and that was the whole thing. But then also this like restaurant that he likes a lot, like this local place, apparently moved into somebody's house. Like it was just in like some dude's. It's not like one of those places where it's like there's an apartment on the bottom floor and then a restaurant on top. Like no, it was just in some dude's living room. And that was just a dream that he had, and yeah, it was weird.
I like that dream.
Yeah, there were the questions. So I guess now, Gopher Tuk Updates. What did I do now?
Yeah, let's do Gopher Tuk Updates. We talked a little bit about them. What's going on in Gopher Tuk this week?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, Tuck was sick last week, so I did a little solo action with Bug Snacks. Excuse me. And whether that continues or not, again, is up to Muhammad, apparently.
Yeah.
And we got Kingdom Hearts going. We're streaming. We did the drunk stream last week after the podcast. We did a little drunken shenanigans. Played some Fall Guys.
That was a fun stream.
Yeah. I was feeling it. I was certainly feeling it. We're about to be streaming 3 days in a row. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yesterday, if you're watching this right now, as well as later tonight, and then also tomorrow. Well, I guess not tonight, during the day, but it'll still be after this fucking podcast goes up on Saturday. I don't know what we're gonna be streaming, but we got recording sessions and streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, and then Jeff and I will be continuing Dark Souls 2 on Tuesday, and then do another Gopher Tuk stream on following Friday. As far as what's happening on the YouTube, in addition to Kingdom Hearts happening right now, we're gonna go back to Kirby once the final episode that I've recorded of Bug Snacks goes up. We're gonna go back to Kirby and we're gonna do the post game stuff. Once the post game stuff's done, we'll either be going back to Bug Snacks, depending on if Muhammad shows up or not, or I might do a game that Brandon has played and beaten, but I haven't, which is Guardians of the Galaxy. The not the Telltale one, no.
Which one?
Yeah, there's a Telltale one from a few years ago, but then there's one that came out like I don't know if it was I think it was last year. It might have been earlier this year, but I think it was last year that came out. So it's gonna be that one, big action game, not a story driven dealio. So those will probably be happening. Also, this week we're gonna be recording some sort of special things, little something different from what we usually do on the channel. It's not gonna be Let's Plays. We're gonna be recording a couple of one-offs of some other variety. Not the Tucker Variety Hour, because I the way I said variety there kind of it's not that. It's not gonna be one of those. Although
maybe
go ahead.
Well, I wonder if it's the return of Gopher Eats.
Brandon actually did bring up recently the possibility of us doing a live Tucker Variety Hour, like me and him together doing a live Tucker Variety Hour on Twitch.
That makes sense because a lot of people, just watch some people to see their reaction to something.
Yeah, do a little, actually something like that. Which we might do, in the first week of June, as like a birthday stream for Brandon, because his birthday will be June 5th. So we might do like a birthday stream for him. Maybe not on his birthday exactly, but like during that week, of a live Tucker Variety Hour, but with me there as well. I don't know what the subject would be. I don't know about all that, but that's something that we might do. But we have something else coming to YouTube that is not going to be a Let's Play, and it'll probably be a couple videos, but not going up like back to back. Like I'll post one soon, then maybe after a couple weeks there'll be another one. Post them right now and then. Whatever this thing is that I'm talking about that you'll find out. Again, finishing the post game stuff in Kirby, doing the Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna get through Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3 as well. Guardians of the Galaxy.
You gotta get through them like this is a chore. You're not playing these games.
gotta get through them. I mean, way better than fucking Shenmue. I'll tell you that much.
I hope so. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I've been enjoying the first one so far. I got some way into it.
I got a question. So, I haven't gotten that far into Kingdom Hearts. So are you telling me you're not just running into people, they're not just making you do horse dances or anything?
I have yet to do a horse dance in this game, surprisingly. No horse dances. Not yet. I haven't done any horse dances, and I haven't had to chop any wood. Yeah.
Man, that sounds like a bad game, dude.
it's a wild and crazy time where you not have to fucking chop wood every 2 minutes. Try to make some fucking money so you don't die. Yeah. So that's I don't know what we're gonna stream this week. In these next 3 days. Probably Halo on one of the days. Maybe Smash. I don't know. We'll be doing some more console games. Just because again my computer is kind of not handling stuff too well recently. But yeah, that's our Gopher and Tuk updates for the week.
Well, I watched it.
Yeah.
I'll say this: Dynamite was better than Main Event last week.
Was it not better than Main Event this week?
I don't know. Main Event airs today, so I didn't watch it.
Hopefully it is. I watched it as well. I watched Dynamite with Ian and TJ.
For a second, I thought you meant Main Event night. I was thinking, wow, you actually did it?
Oh, God. You know how much you'd have to pay me to watch Main Event?
Oh, probably a lot. Because you need the Hulu Plus to fucking see it. So it needs to be at least $100.
Jesus Christ.
I think so. Like, I got the $100 Hulu package, so I get Main Event for it included. So
I got the Brandon has the like Hulu with ads as part of the package deal with Disney Plus and all that, and he lets me use his.
I think I might be able to watch Main Event with that. I got the live TV though, which is what I think most of the money is. or most of the cast is.
Yeah. We don't have the live TV one. That adds a lot to it.
Anyway, yeah, I watched Dynamite. So they fucking named John Morrison Johnny Elite.
Yeah, I don't know why that dude needs a different last name everywhere he goes.
Well, he's gonna.
Also, I just checked, and main event is indeed on the Hulu that I have access to, but I still don't want to watch it.
Well, why not? It's just a nice little clip show, and you don't have to watch any other WWE.
I already don't watch any other WWE.
Well, it's perfect. Like, if you watched Raw, it wouldn't make sense to watch main event.
Yeah, so we started off Dynamite. Yeah, Samoa Joe versus the male Joker, which was, of course, Johnny Elite. I got very excited for a moment when I saw Johnny on the Titantron, and I'm like, oh shit, Johnny Gargano, and it was Morrison. I like Morrison, but I'm not gonna be anywhere near as excited for him as I would for fucking Gargano.
So I didn't make the beginning of the show, so I turned it on, and I was just wondering. Like, I saw John Morrison, and I'm like, man, if they fucking named him Johnny Elite or something, and they actually, it's like, come on.
I think that's more of a him thing though than a, because like the dude, he was Johnny Mundo, he was Johnny Impact, like he just does whatever fucking name is similar to whatever company he's in. It's weird.
And at the end, so Samoa Joe beats Johnny Elite, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah, Samoa Joe shouldn't.
And Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal jump Joe at the end with the Great Khali.
Good old Great Khali, or the Passable Khali, as I call him.
And I like that thing. The best.
People think that was to set up, the attack was to set up like an injury for Joe that Kyle O'Reilly can sort of exploit in his match, so that Kyle can end up going to the finals. I think it was like Joe got like his arm targeted, and so like obviously Kyle O'Reilly can do some shit to the arm with submissions and such.
That could happen. I don't. Was the MJF thing next, or was that later? I can't remember.
No, next was Hangman Page versus, I'm not sure how to say this guy's name. I apologize, but it's like Konosuke Takashita, something like that. This guy is good. Right. This guy is very good. You know how good this guy is, Moose? This guy is so good that he's a Japanese wrestler that Jim Cornette likes.
Yeah. I know Jim likes him.
Yeah, that's how good this guy is. Jim Cornette likes a Japanese wrestler.
I mean, he told St. Clair like he wanted to bring in the New Japan guys, and at that time they were too much money, but a couple years later they found out they could make a profit by bringing New Japan guys into the Ring of Honor. Fucking Sinclair podcast. What a bunch of fucking the Japanese guy is good. Hangman Adam Page is a good wrestler, but honestly he's the worst world champion since Jinder Mahal.
I will obviously disagree with that heavily, but go on.
I'm getting my opinion out there really quick.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna have a debate, but that's how I feel about him. Nobody knows who, as good as he is, nobody knows who the Japanese guy is, unless he's gonna be like the Great Muta of this promotion, which is, I think, highly unlikely. I don't know why Page is taking so long to beat this dude.
I knew it. I knew it. I said when I was watching it with Ian and TJ, I knew you were gonna not like that it was taking so long for him to lose.
If it was CM Punk, I think CM Punk should have beat him in like 3-4 minutes or something. Like, treat him like a job dude.
He's not a job dude though. He's just new.
Is this guy gonna like? Is this guy? I mean, is he gonna be the Great Muta? Just as an example, like American, like, is he gonna be like Jay Lethal of this promotion? I mean,
they're putting him over. They're making him seem strong straight out the gate. I'm assuming that they have plans to use him well.
But of all people to like make him look strong again, it's like Adam Page.
The world champion.
Hulk Hogan, Luthez, and Ric Flair were never like booked that way.
Yeah, because it was like fucking 80 years ago.
Well, with Luthez, not
250 years ago.
Or Steve Austin or Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Like, I'm talking. So he is the current worst world champion. This one happened to Roman.
I
This
don't
one
think it's a
happened to
bad thing.
Brock.
I don't think it's great that it wouldn't have happened to them.
I don't think WWE would did this with Kevin Owens.
Yeah, but WWE is stupid.
I mean, yeah, they're stupid. I'll say this: Jinder Mahal was the worst world champion. I'm saying Paige is the worst world champion since Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, I don't agree with that though. But I don't have any issue with this. I think they put over they made this guy in his debut look super strong. It was like when fucking John Cena debuted against Kurt Angle. He lost, but he looked super strong.
But are you saying this guy? If this guy is John Cena, that makes sense. But is he gonna be John Cena of this promotion?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like what John Cena ended up becoming, where it's like fucking ruling everything for a decade or anything like that. But I do think that they have big plans for him. I know Kenny Omega loves this guy.
I'll say this. It seemed like there was big plans for Jade Lethal, and it never materialized. There might be big plans for Samoa Joe, but he's not even gonna win this tournament. I mean,
yeah, but they're
how
old.
excited am I supposed to be? Like there was big plans for Bryan Danielson, and now he's like in a tag team or the state. Now he's just like everyone else. Before he was special, but
he had a world title feud. Do you want him to just stay in the world title picture forever if he's not going to win the title?
A world title that he should have won.
Paige shouldn't have had like a fucking 2-month reign.
He shouldn't have had a reign, is what I think.
Paige should. I think Paige should be losing the title soon, but I don't think it should have been that soon. Deserve some fucking link with the title.
Even with my opinion, I don't know if it could be saved. It's not like it's the end of the world where, I honestly, like, it's about time we got CM Punk or, Paige beat Bryan Danielson, but, it's really questionable to me, like, how big of a star that's actually made him. And honestly, I don't even think Adam Page should beat CM Punk clean. But something I also wonder is, like, where is this heel turn from Adam Page coming from? Like,
he's not turning heel.
I mean, I don't know, it seems pretty heelish to me.
There were heel moments that he had, and there were also heel moments Punk's had recently. So they're sort of going back and forth with it because it's a face versus face match. So they're sort of like going back and forth, like with especially in Long Island. Like Punk was doing some super heel shit there because he had feuded with MJF before, and they had a thing in Long Island. So they used that for when they went back to Long Island to have Punk come out and do some heel shit and act more like the heel that week. But then there are other weeks where Page acts more like the heel.
I think like that's the one place where CM Punk was a heel. I think everywhere.
I think if anyone does end up turning heel out of this feud, it's going to be CM Punk. Especially if we're getting the much hinted at CM Punk versus Okada. I think it's Okada match.
I think Punk is so good, he could be a heel right now. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. I don't know. I like the fantasy book, but I try not to.
Mm-hmm.
I think either Punk has to win, or he has to be screwed out of it. I don't think Adam Page is a big of enough star. He'll just be beating CM Punk clean, honestly.
And I don't agree with that. But also, I wouldn't be upset if CM Punk won. I'm fine with either of them winning.
So after this was I believe Keith Lee and Shane Strickland wrestled the Workhorsemen.
Yeah, they won a squash match.
That was a squash match. I didn't watch NXT, so I don't know what the heck. Like when Keith Lee was doing the orchestra shit, I say shit like just he was doing the orchestra thing and the crowd was doing something. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but whatever. At least they like Keith Lee.
Crowd's into it, so.
Yeah, I don't get why Christian Cage gets to make matches or why he would like put his own tag team in a like a triple threat
Well,
match.
so that, from what I understand, is them leading to Christian turning heel. And it's sort of something that they've been doing recently, where Christian is sort of like forcing Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy into shit, and he's like sort of talking for them, and like they haven't really expressed like openly that they're against Christian doing this, but it's sort of being hinted kinda, and it feels like it's leaning more towards that way, where it's like Christian's gonna keep on doing this and keep sort of acting like he's their boss, and then that's gonna lead to them getting sick of that shit, and lead to the Christian heel turn.
That could be fine. I think the belts definitely need to get off those guys. I mean, there's so many better teams just in the division alone. Like we're talking the Young Bucks, we're talking Red Dragon, FTR. I mean, no matter what you think of them, like I think they're a fine team. But there's like so many just better tag teams in there. The belts need to be off them, and if at least they can do a storyline to let them save face where it's Christian Cage screwing them over. I mean, that could be that could be interesting if they take time to actually do a storyline like this.
I think that they're a fantastic team. I wouldn't mind them losing the titles. I wouldn't mind them keeping the titles either, but I wouldn't mind them losing the titles. I would like Jungle Boy to get more of a singles push. I like Luchasaurus as well, but I feel like Jungle Boy is like a good future star for them. He's very young, but he's fantastic wrestler.
Well, he's certainly like if we're gonna make a comparison, I don't think Jungle Boy is as good as Shawn Michaels was, but he is like Shawn Michaels to Luchasaurus. If Jungle Boy was Shawn Michaels, he'd definitely be Diesel.
Okay, I'm glad you went with Diesel. It's like, oh, please don't call that man Marty.
Like what? Like he's shit or like? No, Marty is a way better wrestler than Luchasaurus. Come on, be fair to Marty. Don't do that to him, dude.
Okay,
like
Marty.
he'll have sex with his daughter, but he was a good wrestler.
Oh, Marty, that crazy son of a bitch.
What was MJF next?
Yeah, which this segment I fucking loved. So yeah, it had Wardlow looking like a fucking star at the beginning, where he's getting whipped over and over. He's just no-selling everything, and then by the end of the segment, it was MJF being the star of the segment with his whole shtick. And it was really good. Plus they did the 10 thing with Sean Spears, which was fun. Finally had them reference that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it was time for the 10th lash, so they had fucking Sean Spears do the whole build up and to do the 10 thing. It was a good time. I like that. Then after that,
fantastic.
It was.
I think of all the matches at the pay-per-view, that's the one that's gonna sell people on buying it. Honestly.
The next match was another quarterfinals match in the Owen Hart tournament: Rey Fenix versus Kyle O'Reilly. And I mentioned earlier that I mentioned earlier that I thought the Smojo attack after the match was, or Smojo getting attacked after his match was to lead to Kyle being able to beat him with a submission after an injury. That obviously means Kyle won this one. But yes, it was a fantastic match. Both of these guys are super good. Kyle O'Reilly, one of the best technical wrestlers out there. Rey Fenix is possibly the best aerial guy out there. It was a very fun match. Obviously, Kyle won. There are people thinking that it might be Kyle and Adam Cole in the finale, which would be interesting, considering like what they've been doing with the Super Click, where it's like sort of had Adam Cole in the middle, in between Red Dragon and the Young Bucks, where like the Young Bucks trying to pull Adam more towards their way, and then Red Dragon trying to pull him more toward their way. So,
I honestly wish the storyline would just sort of end. I mean, I remember I watched Cole versus Danielson, or not Page versus Danielson, the first match, and that storyline was still happening towards the end. We're still doing this, like, I don't like it at all. I don't like not that there's a super click thing or whatever. It's just this storyline's been going on a while. I don't like
long-term
it.
booking.
Young Bucks are... What's that?
Long-term booking. And it's not like this. It's been like the forefront of everything. It's sort of something that happened a while ago, and it's been like somewhat of tension added since then. Where it's not like they're really the focal point of like that's not the focal point of these guys anymore. It's just something that's sort of like a lingering thought with them.
I mean, I don't know. Is it long-term booking? I mean,
yes.
Like they're just doing. I mean, I guess it is, but like it doesn't make it good. Like
I mean, it's good.
Paul Jones and Jimmy Valiant had long-term booking. I mean, I don't think that did make money, but like, is this like a money-making feud? I think it really devalued Adam Cole. But
yeah, but you think everything he's been doing in AEW devalues him, and a lot of people disagree with that.
I mean, he lost to Orange Cassidy, so and like, where's Orange Cassidy at? Is he like main eventing the next pay-per-view, or what's he doing?
He's doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of long-term booking is keeping a guy strong. I mean, if Tony Khan was going with Orange Cassidy as the next big star of his promotion, yeah, he should be Adam Cole. But I don't even know what he's doing. But honestly, though, that could just be my fault. I'm not watching every week. But I imagine like Orange Cassidy's not in a world title feud, or even.
Well, not everybody can be in a world title feud all the time.
That's what I think, but I think like the guys who are ought to be being the ones who aren't. Anyway, let's move on. The big, the big re-debut. She's back, Maki Ito.
There was one thing before that. A segment that I personally enjoyed a lot. I know some people don't really like the Jericho Appreciation Society. I love them. Personally. Right. And so leading into this, right? I brought up when I was in the call with Ian and TJ. I brought up the time that Jericho pissed in William Regal's tea, back when Regal was like the commissioner of SmackDown, whatever, like 20-something years ago. And Jericho mentioned it in the promo, and it popped me. It popped me. And then Regal talked about shoving like Jericho's toothbrush up his ass or something like that. It was a fun time. It was a fun time.
I don't know why did this even happen? Like,
it's a feud.
Because I don't think anyone was in that match.
Well, I think it's leading to Blood and Guts.
To me, it just felt like a Monday Night Raw segment. It was very strange. I mean, I know it's leading to a match, but like, why are these guys all talking? Like, why was this even happening? Like, for a second, well, no, I actually thought there was a match supposed to be happening, but nothing happened.
Yeah, it was a promo. It was a segment.
Well,
storylines happen.
I mean, I understand that now, but like, why? Like, what was even the purpose of anyone being out there?
Confrontation.
Yeah, I mean, we don't ever get that like UFC. I mean,
yeah, because this isn't UFC.
I mean, it's trying to present itself to be kind of like that.
Jericho isn't. His whole thing right now is like him and his Appreciation Society.
Well, you know,
is calling themselves sports entertainers.
Like Jericho is like terrible. I mean, when we went to WrestleMania, he was in the worst match with AJ Styles. So that's why I think about Jericho as a wrestler. William Regal's great. Jericho, he could be great. He could be awful here. This story, like, I don't care about anyone in the Jericho Appreciation Club. I mean, yeah, I absolutely don't care. The segment was a bathroom break to me. I didn't take a bathroom break. Oh, I should have took a bathroom break. I didn't, like... I was watching because I thought there was going to be a match happening. I mean, as characters, like, I don't really care about anyone here right now, except I guess I like Eddie. William Regal's cool, but I think he's in the wrong position.
Heavy disagree?
Yeah, I was watching and nothing happened. It was just
they set up a match. There was literally a match challenge.
Yeah, but like, why did it happen in the ring? I don't know.
I set up a match somehow. I have some way to do it.
They could have done a contract signing, I guess. Anyway, I think we were talking about this more longer than this promo lasted. So let's So now I got a question. Are they doing a? I can't even remember. Are they doing a multi-person match at the pay-per-view? Because they. So I do like. I'll say this. I do like when Jericho was gonna do another Stadium Stampede. John Moxley cut him off and say, "We're not doing that bullshit again." That was another time. That's pandemic era pro wrestling. I'm glad that hopefully we're leaving behind the no fans matches where anything goes, like with all the crazy editing and whatnot, and we could do just normal matches in the ring, as insane as they could be sometimes.
I love the Stadium Stampede matches, and I would honestly be fine with more of them happening, but I'm also okay with them not happening because I get that it was a pandemic thing. It was sort of its own era, and I feel like the two Stadium Stampede matches were like really good bookends for that. Because like with the second one, at the end they came out to an actual arena with fans and all that, and it was like a very symbolic thing of like the pandemic era ending for AEW. So I'm fine with that.
Actually, I remember now. They can't do another Stadium Stampede. I remember in the last one, Jericho was trying to run, and everyone else was out running his ass. They got Jericho can sometimes make himself look good. It seems for contract negotiations, and he just goes back to looking like shit. Fuck George.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit. Anyway. Alright.
Then we got Britt Baker, yes, in the women's tournament quarterfinal versus the Joker, and I was worked, so I knew it was most likely not gonna happen. Like I knew the chances were very slim, but I let myself briefly, for a moment, get worked because earlier in the day, April Mendez, AJ Lee, posted a video of herself looking very like in great shape, being like, sorry I've been gone for a while, mama's been busy or something like that, and it was very clearly teasing her being the Joker, which I thought most likely not, but I let myself get worked.
I can't imagine thinking, all right, we're gonna get AJ Lee, and then it ends up. I'm sorry, it ends up being Maki Ito instead. Look, guys, girls.
I feel like most people thought it was gonna be Athena. And honestly, I know this is a controversial statement, but I would have been like, I'm happier with Maki Ito than I would have been with Athena. I am not really a fan of Athena.
From what I can't say much about Athena. I only seen her wrestle a couple times. I think of what I've seen, she's fine. She's probably better than Maki Ito.
I think she's a good wrestler. I just for some reason
I've probably seen them both as the same amount.
I think she's a good wrestler, but I just for whatever reason I just am not interested in her at all. Like I just can't get interested in her character or whatever. Whereas Maki Ito, I find to be a lot of fun, and I think she's improved a lot since the last time she was in AEW. She didn't really get a chance to show that off here, because like I've seen some of her matches in Stardom since then, and they didn't really like give her a lot to do, like to showcase how much she's improved. And also the crowd was just not into it, which hurt the match. Like the crowd was quiet as fuck for the whole thing.
Well, I'd say this, like, I don't get how anyone could get excited for Maki Ito. Look, here's the thing: the entrance sucks.
Heavy disagree.
So I mean, just look what happened with the crowd.
She's gotten big reaction before with that entrance.
I mean, like not knowing who the hell she is, like why, like it's not even good Japanese pop music. I'd say that she sings, and she's obviously like at the end lip singing it, so it's not even cool in a performance that matter. But like, I don't know if she's improved or not. From what I've seen, she's awful. She could be better, but she got like 6 minutes, which is probably is what should have happened. Even less, maybe. This went through a break, but it wasn't that long. Yeah, I mean, I understand, why Tony Khan is, well, other than I guess it's Asian Heritage Month or something, why he's bringing in like Maki Ito of all people, when like I think after this, Serena Deeb was on the show. Like, I'd rather see her wrestle.
There was also like history between Maki and Britt in AEW, so there's that as well.
Oh,
But
yeah, Excalibur explained that. Yeah.
speaking of Serena, so I love Serena. I think she is one of the best female wrestlers in America. She is not good on the mic. Like that promo was painful. It was
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
so
think it was
painful to
great.
get through that promo. She sounded like she was crying the entire time, even though there was nothing indicating that she should be crying in this promo. It was, she's so good in the ring, but oh god, that promo.
I mean, shoot, I mean, it wasn't more painful than Maki Ito singing.
Heavy disagree.
Anyway, she did the promo. I thought, you know, it's not Steve Austin or MJF, but, you know, goddamn. I guess at least the girls get promo time here. And, alright, so, main event wasn't great. And there's no way it could have been. I mean, you know, unless I guess Jeff Hardy was healthier, but you know, this is partly him selling the match from last week.
Jeff Hardy's not good anymore. Like he's well over the hill at this point. It's like he's fine to have there to do like, you know, big matches, like big spot fests and stuff of that nature. Like the fucking match with Darby, which was kind of a train wreck, but also really entertaining. So one of those things. But like Jeff is not somebody who should just be in like big time one-on-one singles matches. You know, you got to give him like some type of gimmick to work with, or have him in something tag related with Matt, because stuff like this it doesn't work for him anymore.
I mean, watch in maybe 20 years we're gonna get all those main events in the southeast of Jeff Hardy versus some random person. For in like 6 minutes, he's gonna be doing what Jerry Lawler's doing. But you know what's sad is like probably not. Like I just looked it up. Jeff Hardy's 44 years old. I mean, he didn't treat his body well at all.
I don't know. I mean, you saw. Well, I don't know. You might have saw spots from the match last week with Darby. Like the fucking, he did I think a swanton from the rope to the outside onto the steel steps, and he laid it back first on the steps because Darby moved. Like that dude is way too old to be doing this shit.
Yeah, too old.
And he's been doing this shit for his whole career, so it's like I'm surprised he could still move at all. Like not, he can't really move well. But I'm surprised he can move at all still.
Yeah, so the main event wasn't fun. I mean, Cole, you know, I'm down on him, but you know, I still like Adam Cole. Not a great match though. In the main event, we already seen stuff like this happen before, so I didn't really care. You know, the attack afterward, like like the Young Bucks. No, I don't remember everything that happened, but I remember there was brawling. Sting came out. Darby Allin, Young Bucks. Sting didn't sell a chair shot from Adam Cole or some shit like Sting that. And he did sell the double super kick.
Yeah, Sting was doing some. He like bopped Kyle on the head with a steel chair. It was like a fucking horny jail bop.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, one segment made me want to watch the pay-per-view. Everything else, like, you know, normally that's how I grade these wrestling shows: is how much did they accomplish in what they wanted to do. MJF and Wardlow did make me want to watch the pay-per-view. You know, as good as some matches were, as bad as some matches were, like none of it really made me want to watch. So there's only one segment that really worked. But as a show, I mean, you know, it was better than main event, so I'll give them that.
I thought it was an alright show. Like it definitely wasn't one of the stronger episodes. But I'm interested in a lot more stuff than you are though. So there's that. And also this last match, the post match stuff. People are thinking hinted at 2 potential matches, although one of them would mean that Joe beats Kyle, which is so we could end up getting Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole in the finale. But if that does happen, then people are thinking we might have Red Dragon versus Darby and Sting at Double or Nothing, as well as this one seems like a given: the Young Bucks versus the Hardys. There's 2 more potential matches that'll be happening at Double or Nothing. And Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole could be fun.
Yeah, that could be good.
Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly in the semifinals should be really fun.
So when is the pay-per-view?
Towards the end of the month. I think they usually.
I know they something.
So, yeah, probably the 28th. Let me see. Just to make sure here. It is. It's on Sunday. 29th.
The 29th. Yeah, it's something I might watch. I definitely have to be feeling it. Plus, I buy these on the internet, and it does now stream great in the middle of the show when it gets into the evening parts of the day here. But I might. I mean, the guy watch for MJF. He's been on such a big role since being in AEW. I think the only
fantastic.
I think the only fucker that tried to get in his way of stardom's been Jericho, but I mean, who is? I guess Jericho helped get Sammy Guevara over. I guess we can give him that.
And that was AEW for this week. And I didn't watch anything WWE related because why would I do that to myself?
I watched main event. The entrances are so strange. Like they mess around with their graphics. So when Apollo Crews was doing the entrance, like he had these giant things by where the people are, and they bent down to meet each other, like giant paddles when he was walking down the entrance ramp. For whatever reason, like there's that kind of production value going in the main event. But they have matches like Donovan Dijak versus Commander what's his face. I have no idea.
Aziz or something like that. I don't know, some.
Yeah, and like let's see. Oh, they had Apollo Crews wrestle Akira Townsend or whatever.
Tozawa, yeah, Akira Tozawa.
The Dragon Gate guy.
The master of the definitely not racist statement of the ramen noodle moonsault, according to Jerry Lawler.
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry.
I was watching Jerry Lawler on the WrestleMania pre-show, and he was like trying to make jokes with one of the Paul brothers. There's Logan, Jake Paul. Yeah, he was making jokes with Jake Paul, and I just thought, man, Jerry, this is not how I expect a freaking 72-year-old man to be acting. Like him just making stupid jokes about the Mysterios and whatnot. Like, really, dude? But fuck, Jerry's not even old as Biden or Trump, I think. I actually know, yeah, because he's like in his early 70s, during the late 70s or 80. Well, maybe that's what you could look forward to. Jerry Lawler's old enough to finally run for president.
Great.
Jeff Hardy's got another 30 years to go or something.
Maybe in 2024 we'll get Jerry Lawler versus The Rock for the presidency of America.
Well, we got that to look forward to. So this is close to the end. Alright, so I'll talk about the Green Party of Alaska. We're doing our monthly meeting on the 7th next month. And we're going to decide between 4 people who we want to endorse as a candidate in the special election for Don Young's seat. And that's not too far away from voting time, or, well, when voting time ends. I got my ballot. I made my vote. And so, by the time that happens, you'll still have I believe a week. Let me see. So if it is the 6th, you'll have you'll have the rest of the week to make your vote, to send in your ballot by that point. So that that'll be a fantastic reminder for people. Yeah, and so you can find me at Josh J Hadley on Twitter. I got my own website, www.joshuajhadley.com, where I'm gonna be posting the podcast now. I'm on Facebook. If you don't have me on Facebook, don't add me. I'm getting so tired of that platform. Find me on Twitter or something, or leave a comment on the website, or even the YouTube page or the Gopher Tuk YouTube pages. I don't want to be getting on Facebook anymore. It's such a headache, dude. Especially the Messenger app and with randoms, I'll just do a mass ad after not adding people for a couple weeks, and sometimes that does weed out people I don't want to talk to. But then I still get the people who just want to either commit crimes or try and blackmail me. Anyway, why don't you tell them about Gopher Tuk again and where they can find you?
Well, if you're watching this or if you're listening to this podcast on YouTube, then here you can find us here.
Yeah, there.
It's Gopher Tuk on YouTube. It's with an ampersand. Gopher ampersand Tuk. Excuse me. Gopher and Tuk on Twitter with AND because we have to use AND on Twitter. Gopher and Tuk AND on Twitch. And we have a Facebook page, but I don't really do anything with the Facebook page anymore. I used to because it used to automatically hook, it used to automatically post tweets directly to Facebook, but then that was a feature they took out, so I don't use the Facebook page anymore. So mainly Twitter for our social media, Twitch for streaming. I do use Instagram for Gopher and Tuk. It's Gopher and Tuk as well on Instagram. And those are all our Gopher and Tuk places. Anything else if you're watching on YouTube, any other links will probably be in the description of this video, including our Discord, an invitation to the Discord if you would like to join.
Yeah, join the Discord and you'll definitely get on those drunk streams. I mean,
yeah,
those have been the highlights. I'd say, unless the Halo's been fantastic, but
Halo has been fun.
I mean, have you been? So, which Halo game have you been playing anyway?
Infinite, the most recent one.
Yeah, because fuck the new one. Yeah, Infinite's way better. See, you gotta watch Infinite and join them. That a good Halo game. Unless I guess you might like the new Halo if you really enjoy cat ears. If that's what's important to you.
Is there another Halo that came out since Infinite?
Yeah, the free to play one.
What is that not Infinite?
Is that Infinite? Is it Infinite?
I think that's
I thought, yeah, that's
the
Infinite.
online is free to play. Yeah.
I
haven't played the campaign.
I really wish they would just give us a full Halo game instead of doing the updated stuff.
A full what?
The full Halo game instead of just giving us more of the game and updates.
I don't. We do have the full game, do we not?
No, we don't have the full game yet.
What's missing?
What was it? I can't remember.
I know. Well, I know there's still the co-op version of the campaign. It's just a regular campaign, but with co-op, which is going to be coming out in August, I think.
See, I never play the campaigns by myself, so that's the only time I ever play them.
Oh. I might be that might be something we do on Gopher and Tuk on the YouTube. Me and Brandon might do a co-op dealio, and we might get 2 others because apparently it's up to 4 players. So maybe that would be a series that happens on YouTube.
Well, it's a bullshit campaign if they only play as Arbiter. Anyway, this has been the On Top of the World podcast.
Yeah.
and I'm Joshua Hadley. He's Justin Belanger. And thanks everyone for listening.
Goodbye.